back to the channel. I hope you enjoyed that little intro video I made along with these photos right over here. So today's topic is actually going to be about horizontal versus vertical photos and how you always should shoot both. Even though you always see on Instagram vertical photos are going to be more popular, I think there's reasons why you should also shoot horizontal photos. Now, I'm not going to bash on vertical photos here. I do love vertical photos on phones and maybe tablets, but when it comes to laptops or a PC, it's going to look weird. You're always going to prefer a horizontal photo over a vertical photo on a laptop on PC. Even if you forget to shoot a vertical photo, there's always that horizontal photo that you have shot and you can always crop it. Now, that actually depends on the type of camera you shoot it with. You know, if it's a really old camera, you might have a hard time where you with the crop sensor. However, if you're shooting with like a Sony high-end camera or a Canon with 48 megapixels, you can always, crop it and it's still gonna look good. So you don't have to worry about that. But it's always good to shoot both vertical and horizontal when you're out there. Alright guys, so the first tip I'm gonna give you is always have a horizontal and vertical just in case if a client wants a print of either or. So this has happened to me where a client contacted me for this photo over here of the mountain. They told me if I had a horizontal photo, and I said yes, I do have it on my MacBook. They got excited, I sent it out, they were happy. So you never know if a client's gonna want a horizontal or vertical, so just make sure you have both ready. Alright guys, I'm gonna show you an example of a horizontal photo that looks pretty awesome here. This is of San Francisco. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know where this place is at, but just look at that light, look at those layers. Just pretty nice, huh? A little warning where you guys are actually printing photos. Let's say you crop a horizontal into a vertical photo. Just be very careful only because you're going to be losing a lot of data. So this meaning it might look good on Instagram, but once you print it out, it might look bad. You can actually see megapixels and whatnot. Yeah, it looks good on Instagram, but when you're printing a photo for a client or yourself, it might look bad. And if you guys want to know where I print my photos, I do everything through Printique. They're actually a great company. I've been working with them for a few years already. They reached out to me to do a couple of projects and whatnot. But however, if you guys want to know where I do them, yep, it's Printique. They used to be at Adorama Pics and they always do quality work. Alright guys, for the second tip, it's actually going to be a two-parter. It's going to be Instagram related posts with the horizontal shots. The first one's going to be actually about the Pano slides you always see on my Instagram. Should I make like a series about it? But just grab a horizontal shot, split it into two photos in Photoshop, bring them into Instagram, stitch them together so that way your viewers can interact with the photos and whatnot. The second part of this is actually going to be of the 3 horizontal photos combined into one vertical one, which looks like a movie scene, which is pretty cool. And if you guys want to know how to make these photos, just let me know. I can probably make like a tutorial about it. Alright guys, so the next tip I'm going to give you is more for composition and towards new photographers. So what I mean by that is when I started photography, I originated from Flickr, meaning that's where I got my inspiration from. And I saw lots of vertical, horizontal photos where on Instagram today, all these new photographers, they think that vertical photos are the go-to photos. So that's why I always tell new photographers, just don't stick to vertical, stick to horizontal as well. And meaning your composition. So if you're doing vertical, you want to declutter stuff from the side. If you're doing horizontal, that means you want to add more to the frame. So if you're a new photographer, try to, go either way, because if you go home and you see all these photos, they're all vertical, you're like, crap, maybe I should have done a horizontal. And you never know, maybe a client's gonna come and say, hey, do you have a horizontal photo of this vertical shot? You're like, no, sorry. So yeah, that's one of the reasons composition is key. So the next tip I have for you has to do with emotions through vertical or horizontal photos, depending on the viewer or yourself. So everybody sees, photographs differently. It can convey some sort of, emotion. So for example, through a horizontal photo, it can give you a sense of freedom to breathe easily, or maybe nostalgia. It can make you feel like more grand, make you feel like you're a bigger person. Whereas a vertical shot can actually make you feel, sad or more intimate. It just depends on the photograph. Everybody's different. Not everybody's gonna have the same feelings towards one photo where the other person's feeling something else to it. But that's why sometimes people buy prints. It makes you feel more nostalgic. Even if it's a horizontal or vertical, you never know. Alright guys, so the last tip I have for you is kind of an overseen tip, meaning nobody really notices it until you do it. So it has to do with Facebook, 500px, or even YouTube, where it's going to be that one banner photo. It's going to be all horizontal. So yeah, that's kind of can kill you. You never know if you don't have a horizontal photo and all you have vertical shots. You post it on that horizontal banner, and it looks kind of bad. So that's why you always want to shoot sometimes horizontal photos in order to have it for social media, because if somebody sees your page and be like, oh, what the heck is that, you know, they're gonna probably exit out or do whatnot. But you know, it's very important to always shoot horizontal photos just in case, you know, you want that banner on your Facebook or your YouTube channel. Alright guys, so since I thought this video was going to be a little bit longer than usual, I'm going to add that Pano slide tutorial here towards the end, so hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is going to go to View and New Guide Layout. Once the screen is open, just make sure columns is checked and rows is unchecked, and make sure a number is set at 2. Now you're going to see your photo is split into 2 over here. Now what we're going to do next is go to that slide tool, right click it, and go to crop tool. And our ratio is going to be 12:7. Just adjust it to your liking. Now so we're going to be going back to the crop tool, right click and select slice tool, and go ahead and press slice from guides. This is going to actually split it into 2 photos, and now we are ready to save it. To export these photos, you're actually going to go to export, save for web, and then you're going to be clicking save. So this way you can actually save 2 photos instead of just 1 photo, and you can post it on Instagram. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude today's video, and I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial I gave towards the end. And also let me know if you have any more tips on why you should shoot horizontal and vertical photos down in the comments below. And also let me know what type of videos you guys want to see in this channel. So that's going to do it for me. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and always follow your creativity. Peace.